All right, howdy. Welcome back to the Addicted Motors Automotive Podcast. I feel like I don't emphasize that much. I should probably put it
in lifestyle
in the title to let people know this is a car, automotive, truck podcast.
If that wasn't obvious.
And we've changed up the background because you know what? Yeah, we like old cars too. And I'm tired of looking at the Lotus and the Ferrari, and I needed a change of scenery. So we're back with Mike Moore with Sports Car Workshops, my co-host for this automotive theme the number 2 automotive theme podcast.
But quickly encroaching on number 1.
In all of Spotify. Daddy Doug, we're coming for you. And we've got an interesting, I guess, set for you guys today. We'll kind of get into our shop updates where we talk sales, storage, YouTube. I did say storage. That's coming up here in the horizon.
I was just making an email. We'll see.
I'm getting a little cocky because it's hard to contain our updates. But talk this week in cars. We're also going to talk about our topics. We're talking about Craigslist today because our friend Mr. Craig, RIP, I think we can finally say that Craigslist is dead. And I think there's a lot to unpack.
You're a few years late on that one.
Listen, I'm honestly sad about it. That's literally Craigslist has been a part of my automotive life since the internet, since I was able to access the internet and look for cars. So it is
weird.
It is there's an odd gap in the search parameters that we're also used to perusing to find hidden gems. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but we'll start with events. We actually got some stuff going on besides the blizzard, which may hinder all of our automotive plans.
May adjust our
ideas.
Automotive plans.
Yeah, it might adjust our. Listen, that's why we all have a lot of cars, right?
Gotta have the snow car.
If it snows, you got a snow car. If it's sunny, you got a sun car.
You gotta have the car you don't mind taking out in salt.
It's exactly
not looking at anybody in particular.
Yeah, if Pete was here, we'd be giving him hell because Mr. Drive My Ferrari all over the place doesn't want to get it salty.
That doesn't want to get is abandoned in a driveway for years. Car
True.
Salty. That's the one that got me.
Like we get it. Like I hate salt. It ruins your
Salt
cars.
life.
But God invented a hose and water and spray and buy here coin operated.
Just sell your car before it's a problem.
Just sell your car before it's a problem. But all right, let's get into events. We've got a Cars and Coffee that's happening, a private Cars and Coffee, we can call that, at Portico Restaurant this weekend, which is going to be pretty interesting. First time we're doing it, going to keep it small. And we're kind of excited. I'll have feedback on that next time because it's the first time we've ever done it. Cars and Coffee at Can, 7 a.m. every Saturday morning. We're still doing that. And that's really about it for kind of public events in the Richmond area. Let's, there's been a lot that has happened this week. I'm going to forget most of it, but while I get my thoughts together, Mike, shop updates, sports car workshops, what's going on this week? What's been a pain in the ass? No one wants to hear about your wins, okay?
My wins.
If there's ever any.
All we do is win. Well, we just lowered a Mercedes.
Oh yeah, that's in my week in cars.
Am I stealing your update?
I forgot, honestly. Oh, damn it.
Making some big headway on some of our larger projects.
It's a lot of cars here right now.
It's a lot of cars here. We are pretty much at capacity. Well,
talk about what it's like to be a shop in the winter, because I think that's you get like the long-term stuff. The people, they don't need the car.
That's what I try to do. I try to get people with big dreams, big projects, whatever, to bring their stuff in the wintertime when they're not going to be driving it anyways, so that we can save kind of the warmer driving months for, service and repairs, for, getting stuff back on the road quickly. No one ever listens. They bring me their huge projects as soon as the weather turns nice, and then it's my problem. Hey, bring me your projects when it's miserable out instead.
And the problem with those problems, right, is it's you inherit the car, the issues, the storage, moving it around, stuff's iced up. Some cars get water in it. Some cars can't be inside. Some cars have to be out.
The nature of the cars we work on, a lot of them leak. And so when we see inclement weather coming, we stuff as many of them as possible inside, which makes everything annoying.
But you can't fit everything, and this is dead battery season. When it gets colder, ions stop moving around, starters get cold, diesel stuff, the glow plug. Yeah, it just all the issues like to start compounding, and it makes it.
Plus, your fingies get cold while you're trying to get the doors open.
Get so cold.
But yeah, as far as actual work we're doing this week. Bunch of alpha stuff. Hopefully getting a few GTVs out the door here shortly, both on the sales side and on the repair side.
Good winter cars.
Yeah, hey, they're coupes.
Yeah.
Doing, of course, the classic air-cooled stuff.
Wheels rewiring the whole
that's a pretty insane
993 race car.
Yeah, converting it to like true EFI and making it all very serviceable, which he's having a blast doing.
Trying to see in the shop to get to.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to look through that door to try to remember what we're doing.
But a lot of the stuff's not cut and dry, right? Like trying to find the heater core for Andy's Mondale front. Like they don't make that.
Yeah.
I've got some seat bottoms for a D1 that don't fit that need adjusting. Like there's just so much stuff when it comes to either modified cars that is not straightforward. There's not a book time. There's not. It's just you got to spend time.
Everything just takes longer because you need to figure out how you want it to work, and then you need to implement that plan. And ideally, it works first time, but sometimes on a huge job, you make some adjustments. And it just takes time.
All right. Anything else?
Service wise.
Didn't pull any engines out this week yet.
Yet.
That'll be in the sales portion, which we'll jump into right now.
All right.
Sales. Now, sold a couple cars since, I think, when did we sell the P38? Was that last week? We got a deposit.
Well, we didn't have a podcast last week because of Thanksgiving.
We didn't have a podcast,
so,
yeah.
Sold P38.
So, our one owner, Arizona, 230,000 mile white 99 P38, it's sold.
Yeah.
And it took a little while, like I thought it was. But I really only advertise on like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook for the most part. Like we have things are on the website and whatnot, but we don't have a little high traffic sales website or anything like that. So, the cars get seen by people who are looking for those type of cars. And luckily, I get a lot of people's wives.
It's a good wife car.
Good.
It's not a good wife car, but it's a good wife car.
It's going to the gentleman's wife, who is very familiar with P38s and all the things that go along with it. Luckily, this car had really no issues. Like
That's a great car.
I can honestly stand behind that car and go, it shouldn't have any major issues.
It did not have any major issues when we sold it.
Exactly.
No further guarantees on a P38 ever.
But it's crazy. So he bought it for his wife, who's owned P38s before, but she's the one that found it and sent it to him.
Oh, really?
And I had a lady call about the G-Wagon, which is going on Bring a Trailer, and she was going to try to buy it off market, but she has two Range Rover Classics that she bought from Ridge Rovers that she bought for daily drivers because she has a car addiction, but doesn't like daily driving them. So her first question to me was, is this 87 5-cylinder turbo top speed 57 mile an hour G-Wagon a great highway car? And I flat out said, absolutely not. Yeah, you don't want this car. I will find something for you. You need an L322. But it's just funny that like she's like, yeah, I found this, sent my husband, he said it was good. I really want this. I want to know about it. And I was like, hey, good for you, lady. But
throw some more power at it. That could be a decent daily.
Yeah, but just I have to be honest with people about cars like that because like it's going to be annoying to drive on the highway.
We don't want to.
And that's honestly, that's all that car can really do. And it's all it really feels comfortable doing. You don't want to take that up to 80 miles an hour.
No, it'd be a pretty miserable experience.
Yeah. So P38's gone. Happy about that. Actually, we got pretty much what our ask was for it. The D2, not a lot of hits on the D2, which is interesting how we have a D2 with what we believe is a new bottom end, absolutely no rust. We've probably put 500 miles on it. It's a great car.
I can't believe that hasn't
perfectly functional, no issues. Yeah. More potential for off-road and stuff like that, but not a lot of hits on that, but yet the P38, a lot of interest, and that one's gone. So you're looking for a great D2.
Is just in the classic trap of where people think they can get one cheaper, and then they're going to spend even more getting the cheap one, not as nice as
I
this
haven't
one.
even, maybe I just have to advertise it more. I have that picture has like 70,000 interactions on Instagram. I don't get that much. My page is not that big, but that car for some got a lot of interactions. But
it's a great car.
Not a lot of interest. So hey, sometimes it takes a while, which is fine because that car is fine.
The right buyer will come along.
The Lotus, we're still, I guess, waiting for final payment for that, but we'll maybe take it out this weekend if the weather's not terrible. It's kind of looking pretty bad for that.
Probably not taking that out.
Probably not going out. We bought and sold a 08 Range Rover Sport at auction. It was a risk, and I actually think it turned out okay. It could have been worse. We paid $4,300 to the customer for it. It's a 2-owner truck. It's gray, 140,000 miles. It ran at the auction a bunch of times and no one bought it. But it looked pretty clean, looked pretty honest. It showed up. The battery was there. The hood struts were shot. But it actually runs and drives very well. And the repair list wasn't terrible. What are you doing? Belts?
No, it wasn't bad at all. Belts,
battery.
a light, battery.
Yeah. Has like new tires.
Keep your
Control
mess
arms
lights
feel
on.
fine. You know, if you just got to unclog the sunroof drains or the cowl or whatever the water's leaking in. It didn't have like electrical issues or anything like that. So, you know, clean it up, do your average Rover stuff, and, you know, maybe for a grand total of $6,000 with some repairs, I don't know what his bill's going to be, but you've got a pretty usable car. So, you know, that's I think he's going to be happy with that as something, a running and driving project, because, you know, L320s and L322s in my brain, they're enthusiast cars now. And he's got a D2, so he knows what he's getting into.
Knows the game.
And then, again, TR6 still for sale. I know I've been rambling a little bit, but actually had a lady in North Carolina, because everyone that wants T36 lives in North Carolina. She lives on Oak Island, and she's interested in my price, and she's going to call me. She was supposed to call me already, but has to find a babysitter for her cat, and then they can come up here and drive it. So that's the kind of conversations you have when you sell a TR6.
Cat sitter.
And the big one, I'll let Mike talk about our RWB 930 Turbo.
Well, I don't really have a lot of concrete answers yet.
So let's just talk about the car and how we bought it.
Sick car. Well, we already talked about the sale side of that, right?
Did we? Oh yeah, I guess it showed. Okay, if you didn't hear the last podcast, we DuPont Registry on Mannheim. We bought a 50,000 mile 82 Porsche RWB. It is. I think it's an RWB. It's before they started cutting RWB. So early,
which
build.
I like.
It's a very tastefully modified. Race car. I mean, it's got a cage. I mean, somebody actually probably tracked this thing. It was at a high dollar auction with the vented doors and all this kind of stuff. It was like the last car to run, and no one bid on it, and we got it for a reasonable amount of money. It's going to need some work because it's an old
air-cooled Porsche.
It's an old 30-year-old, 40-year-old air-cooled Porsche.
Hard to believe.
So we're getting into the details of that, but I think even if the engine has to come out, I think for what we paid for it, you know, it's cool enough that it's for the customer probably going to be a keeper.
I don't think we're heading in that direction just yet.
Every air-cooled Porsche, the engine's got to come out.
Well,
it's just a couple bolts.
Just a Volkswagen Bug. How hard could it be?
Engines come in, engines come out.
Yeah, you know, I think that's just a good lesson for all cars. Doesn't really matter how much you spend. Engine might come out. Yes. Had a $250,000 freshly restored E-Type in here. We pulled the motor out.
Gotta pull the engine
Guy
out.
owned the car for like days, and we had the engine coming out of that thing.
If you're not pulling the engine out of your car a couple times a year, people, what are you doing?
Yeah, you would think we're just doing it for fun at this point.
Getting good at it.
I think we actually got pretty lucky on that. You know, it definitely had some deferred maintenance, blah, blah, blah. It had like a loose control arm bolt or something. I don't remember.
But it has good bones. Like,
it's got good bones.
The presence of that car sitting in the shop.
Yeah, the paint looks
there's
really
no
nice.
one that sees it that goes, like, we've seen some bad ones, and this one's pretty good.
It's well built. It just needs some love. It felt a little down power, had a little bit of a miss to it. We were pulling plugs, and while we were doing that, not the first time this has happened, but you know, if you know these air-cooled Porsches, the plugs can be kind of annoying to reach, and sometimes you pull them out with a magnet. Sometimes the magnet catches more than just a plug, and sometimes some bonus parts are rattling around. And so we have not investigated it yet, but as far as we can tell, one rocker arm nut and bolt are now missing. Where they are, I don't know. But as far as we can tell,
for that?
That's too late now.
Late. You know, that's where it's like, man.
But as far as we can tell with borescopes, whatnot, there's no damage has occurred. We might have just caught it in time, so we might just be, you know, pulling some covers, doing a little bit deeper investigation, see how deep it goes, and
find out that there's
more. Just do like a valve adjustment and replace some nuts and bolts and call it a day. So. We'll see.
Again, I think for the price of the car, though, if you got to put,
I think
$10
he
grand,
could put 10, 20 grand into it. He's
still
good.
Okay, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room for this, so that's not bad at all. But that'll probably be our snow day special tomorrow. We'll probably start tearing into that.
Again, that's I chalked it up to the game. You know, you can't just get away with buying something without doing anything to it. That's the side of buying and selling cars that the average consumer doesn't see. What happens when a dealer buys a car? It's so much.
The only way you're not doing something to a
is
car
if you buy 2022 Lexicas.
If it's a brand new car, or if you are just going to sell it and hide a bunch of shit. Yeah. Those are the only two scenarios.
And this is why we don't make money, because we
care too much about our product.
Yeah, we can't make ourselves sell garbage.
You know, I'll stick with that. I'll make 20% less to you know, put my name on something and be proud of it.
So yeah, I don't think we've got anything new coming. I'm searching for some cars. If you're looking for an interesting car, also let us know. We know more than just the stuff we find on Manheim. We've got plenty of customers and interesting contacts and people and cars and stuff. So I don't really advertise all that much.
Really annoying customers.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Pete.
Yeah, what are you driving? You driving Uber here so you get your Land Rover?
Speaking of customers, have you seen Brian yet?
No.
Oh, he didn't give you the good news, huh?
Settle up.
Yeah, just so I don't have to.
Right. He'll be back later after he pays his bill.
He was on the fleet service this month. I think we did 3 or 4 cars that have now totaled up that he has to pay me for at once. So.
Listen, that's why you got to have a lot of cars. You can always leave a car here so you can pick it up and swap it out.
It works well. We have a lot of customers like that.
All right, so I think that's mostly sales. YouTube update, I've got the L320 Sport video out. Again, it's so funny. The sport community is the happiest, most enthusiastic group of people when they get a little bit of sport attention. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of L322 people, but the sport people, they love their sports. They love that car. They always wish they could get a little more recognition as a Land Rover, and when you give it to them, they're a swell bunch of people.
They exist in the weird middle ground. Yeah. And I think because of that, they don't get a lot of attention.
People love sport.
It's not as big inside as an LR3.
No.
And it's not as, you know, big
I'll fight
inside.
You, but I think they drive better than an L322. They do drive very nicely.
For me, it's the cockpit space that really pushes me towards an L322.
Yeah, it's just the cock part.
And then the utilitarian space on an LR3. Yeah. So the sport's just kind of in the middle.
The LR3 is wildly big, but I'm not going to go too. We'll talk Rovers later. That's an easy slippery slope to jump into. So yeah, sport videos live. Go check that out. I don't have anything planned. Oh, we are getting. I forgot a free D2. We have to not remember. We should.
Oh, I forgot about
before that guy gives up. Yeah, someone's going to a viewer, a listener, a follower is going to gift us, which is not really gifting us. It's really just
it's like the first hits free type deal.
Yeah,
you know? Like it's going to cost us a lot of
money, time, everything. And I bet you it's not going to run. But I'm not going to say no.
Space. But yeah,
I'm not going to say no to a free.
Yeah, turn down free cocaine.
Listen, what is all this white stuff over here on the floor? All right, so that's it.
D2s Auctions are my cocaine.
Auctions update. I kind of covered it. Well, maybe we'll go through the stuff I'm looking at the end of this, because this is going to run a little bit long, I think. We've kind of got a few things stacked up. I don't have any Rovers update, which also is my my week in cars. I don't know, did I talk about this? No. My Classic, which lost reverse, has reverse now. I put a bunch of fluid in it because I think the fluid was low, and I couldn't drive it around like my backyard because I didn't have reverse, so I was like scared to just drive it, so I didn't have to get it stuck somewhere. But then I finally I'm going to drive it, so I drove it here. And I guess
so. That's my problem if it doesn't have reverse.
No, it's got reverse now. But
yeah, you knew what you were doing.
I think the fluid finally circulated and everything, and I think it's good now. I think that was it really for Rovers. But all right, my week in cars. So a lot of things in cars. C43 AMG. Man, I've got a lot of reception for that car. There's a lot of people that really like that car. I mean,
manual swap incoming.
Yeah, I mean, that is the long-term thought with that. And that's why I sent that little C230 thing, because that's $800. It has a manual transmission.
Cheap transmission.
It does run and drive. It is the 6-speed I think they use for the swap.
And you can definitely drive it back.
And I can drive it.
Stop.
And run, starts, and stop. So that's a long...
Doesn't matter if she says you can't drive it back. You can definitely drive it back.
She's just a normal person who's reasonable. I could definitely... She's like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to tell you. And I'm like, you're too nice.
Where is it?
It's like 20 minutes away.
Oh, drive back all day. Maybe do it twice.
Listen, it's rear-wheel drive. Like we'll see how this weekend goes.
You're not a buyer.
I'm not a buyer. All right, so we dropped the C43 on. Man, it got low.
Low.
It got really. I got the non-crazy low H&R spring kit, and I got Bilstein B8. So I put the Bilstein B8s on. I brought it here because it lifts its weight easier. So we put the springs on it, and the stance is awesome. And it's like DTM stance. I am now a stance boy.
So now
apparently.
manual transmission and weighing incoming.
It drives really nice. I got the monoblocks refinished. They didn't do a great job, so I got to bring it back. So
Put a tire on backwards.
Yeah, I put a tire on backwards. Not Mike, but the wheel refinisher. So that car is still pretty awesome. It hasn't reached its final form yet, but I'm pretty close on it. The Mercedes. Oh, I ordered a Super Sprint exhaust for the Mercedes. Dude.
Man, you're just full.
I mean, here's my thought. I do this thing where I'm gonna budget over time, but if you think about it, you end up spending the same amount of money.
I better start asking you for some payments before you blow it all on.
That's on a pay. I'm part of the money problem.
Different bucket.
That's on a PayPal payment plan.
That's different. Yeah.
That's zero interest on those 4 payments, and I wanted to pay tariffs on it. So, but I brought it to the exhaust shop, and that car is like let's say it's a top cat and a bottom cat. Oh man,
you already brought it there?
Oh yeah. No, I don't have it yet. No, I can't put a custom. I have to get a real exhaust.
You're telling me.
I can't cut the cats out. I can't make a downpipe. Like I got to put it. And if I have to sell the car, that exhaust is going to come off. I want to sell that separately because you're never going to be able to buy a fucking exhaust for that car anymore. So that's going to be the final form of that car at some point. What else? Drove the truck. Doesn't like starting in the winter because it's 7.3.
Just meander along in the back.
Yeah, they grab a chair. It's over there. Pete's here. Pete can talk about his week in cars, but I'm going to pause there for this. What about your week? Did you do your cars? How's the M6?
Yeah, I got an M6.
We talked about that. That was the whole.
We got the pickup. We haven't had any ownership experience yet. So I think less than 12 hours from purchase. First check engine light. Naturally, I cleared it without doing anything. And came back again. So
BMW.
I've got check engine light. I should probably read.
All right, here, pause it. I don't want to lose it. All right, we're back with Mike with his BMW with a check engine light. You know.
And 10 cylinders. Let's not leave that part out. I got 10 cylinders.
Cylindres.
So I've got the. It pulls well still. It pulls well. TPMS lights freaking out randomly.
Oh wait, if it snows tomorrow, we can do our bad cars in the snow again. We haven't done that since the Aston.
Dude, that was terrifying.
Apparently, you only drive V12s and V8s.
I am V10, brother.
Dude,
V10, brother.
Yeah,
I'll do that. I don't care about this one nearly as much. So
that was really dumb. I mean, those cars are not.
I did
good
it for the story.
I know, but even at the time, and this wasn't that long ago. I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. But like. It was really slippery.
Dude, that thing is nothing but torque. Oh, I had summer tires, nothing but torque. I would like the lightest I could possibly press a pedal.
I was in my $3,000 XGR. Like, who cares? But he was in the $48,000.
43.
Yeah.
I'll do that in the M6 though. Because the bumper's already popping out and whatever. I don't care if I hit.
I've become much more of a tire snob since 3 years ago.
If I total the M6, actually, it really just speeds up my plans.
Actually, yeah, you get a little insurance.
Best case scenario, I get a buyback on the car.
That's how it be. Yeah,
I just need to back into whatever I'm hitting so I can keep the motor. All right, boys. Actually, you're gonna need to delete the last 2 minutes. Yeah. I got plans tomorrow.
So yeah, okay. You did something. Anything else? You checked the coolant in your wife's car recently. It's not.
No, I do keep topping up one tire. So I'll
got a couple
put
of
tires
those
on that soon. No, I mean it was Thanksgiving, so that really slowed down my personal car stuff.
All right, I think Pete's done a few things. Oh wait, we've done a bunch of things. Yeah. Okay, let's start with the Alpha. Here's your mic.
The Alpha, what did we say last time? It's running.
We did a minute on it, and we were in the car, so no one really got
It's running. The clutch looks like the slave cylinder's bad, but we got it. It's starting to run better. Really old bad gas in it. We put fresh gas in, dumped some fuel injector cleaner in, and it's coming around. It did not overheat, surprisingly.
Yeah, that was actually very odd.
Came up to temp.
It actually didn't lose all the coolant either.
Came up to temp, went right up to the thermostat, and the fan kicked on like it was supposed to. No leaks or anything yet.
Good thing we filled that with coolant. There was just water in it.
So
Hopefully it's okay.
Look, how
Yeah,
cold do you think it
we'll
gets
see.
in here? I got nothing
Not
but
that
water in the
cold,
race
yeah.
car.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Then I just paid a $7,000 bill for a bunch of what
We
I got
do
tires
accept
on.
tips, Pete.
I got tires. Well, a lot of like over half was tires. So,
Tires at
yeah.
pump that number.
I put new tires on the Defender. Put the KO3s
Yeah, you
on.
put some nice tires on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Too. That's
I
something
put
messed up.
Continentals on my wife's car. She
Yeah.
loves that car. That thing still rides like a new car.
That's
New
a
wheel
stick-
bearing.
It's a mini, right?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta tell
It's
them.
a 2017 Cooper S Sport with the stick.
Man-
Sport pack and
Manuel.
stick.
all
Yeah.
drive.
No, front wheel
Oh,
drive.
good.
But it's got the Sport pack
Oh,
stick.
yeah.
My wife loves
I
that
like
car.
the
They
start,
stopped.
the start toggle in that
Yeah,
thing. That's
they
kinda
stopped
cool.
making a stick in that. Like
Yeah.
she won't get a new one because she loves driving a stick. So
And those are kind of good. I mean, that's just a normal car.
Yeah.
In a good way. Like that's a good car.
it's a fun
actually.
to drive car. It gets good 32 miles per
Is it like a
gallon.
is it a 3-cylinder?
4-cylinder
Is it
turbo.
4-cylinder?
Yeah.
The,
four-cylinder
the
turbo.
European one is again like a 3-cylinder.
Yeah.
Weird.
So yeah, it's a good. So it's worth the money. Worth putting some money into. It's got
Yes, you gotta
100.
keep it. Listen, you put
Yeah.
tires on stuff. That means you gotta keep it.
It's got 130,000 miles. Still runs and drives great. We did have to put a new turbo on 2 years ago.
Oh, the
That's
fucking
the only real
the
big
podcast
big
derailers
thing.
here.
And then new tires on the 928 as well, along with an alignment and what do we do?
That-
Shift coupler, tighten up the front wheel bearings, tie rods, bunch of stuff
bunch of
from
stuff.
bunch of old car stuff.
Still change the oil yet?
Change the oil.
Oh, all right.
But now you've got a whole fleet just ready to go,
I do.
and you're not going to drive any of them.
And the Jag, one of the air shocks, is not liking the cold weather.
Is it a
rattly
back
one?
rear?
No, it's the other front one.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the front
cheap,
one,
the cheap
yeah.
one. So,
Yeah.
what brand are those? So people. Don't
Oh
know.
man,
Why?
whatever. I can't remember what the cheapest one is.
Okay, so there's
Not-
something.
not
yeah,
R-Knot.
That's your fault.
It's like
man.
yeah, it's a $200 one, not the
It's not R-Knot.
three. No, it's the
Okay.
cheaper than R-Knot. What is the? I can't remember. R-Knot, and then there's R-Knot, and then Bill
It's
Steve.
just the
Yeah.
R.
Yeah, it's
R,
the
yes.
sub R-Knot ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one of them's rattling from new, so I need to replace 2 air shocks now, which
Or
they're
sell the
easy
car.
to do and not brutally expensive. But
Yeah.
It's more that I
but
can't
now
drive
that
the car.
car's much lower on the priority list of fun things to
Yeah.
play with, so it's not. Gonna,
yeah,
it
it'll
might
sit
be
for a
as
bit.
is
It'll sit
the
for a
next
bit.
guy.
It's a
Yeah.
shame Pete won't take the 920 out in the snow. That's a great snow car. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Pete, we're all doing big
I mean, it does have
displacement
those
snow
nice
drives.
Nokian.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
test those
they'll
Nokian
salt-
tires.
I'm gonna take the M6
Yeah,
out.
they'll
You're gonna
salt
take the
Richmond City.
928
If
out.
they don't salt the secondary roads, I just got to figure out how to get here without driving
They
in
don't
the
got
salt.
salt money. They got other issues.
How'd you get here
They
today?
just sprayed the roads down.
Yeah.
How'd you get here today?
I Ubered.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I left my car at work.
Oh, I was gonna say, how'd you get to work?
I left the Defender at work. I'll go get it tomorrow.
I was gonna say, just leave the 928 here so you can just drive down and get the snow from here.
I thought about just bringing the Defender and then picking it up tomorrow, but I'll go to get a ride. That's my weekend cars. A lot of money spent, but mostly on tires.
But you spin it in the appropriate place.
Yeah.
Here.
Speaking of broken things in Defenders,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. Hold on. We're gonna do. Ian's back. We're gonna do Ian's weekend car, but we're also gonna acknowledge the fact that Pete's sweater matches his shoes. Can you show the audience what we got going on here? So, Pete back
You can't,
back in the corporate world. So
can't teach that swag.
can't teach that swag.
Oh yeah, I've been staring at your tag and I didn't even register.
Ah, dude,
Congrats.
no, to say he's the tag guy again.
That's
All
wild.
right.
Yeah.
All right, Ian.
All right. Okay.
Here's the conch.
Where were we last?
Do you want
last
to
episode?
find a chair?
No. I'll just
You
stand
just want to
here.
veer over me?
Kind of
Hold on.
behind
If
you.
you're gonna give us, you need to give a backstory of the issues.
I forget
you've
where
had.
we were last time.
Yeah.
Are we doing a full update?
We're talking about your Defender.
Come tell me about your problems. Tell
So-
me what you want for Christmas.
Santa, all I want for Christmas is somebody to rear end me, T-bone me, but I have to get to the highway first.
All right, I've got a plan, but we're gonna have to delete another minute of footage when I explain it to you.
We're doing a bunch of fraud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the M6 out in the snow. And I'm gonna slide into you from the back. I'm gonna be backwards and hit you.
I'm gonna give you the floor. So
right,
let's talk
so-
about your 6 months of Defender P400 ownership experience.
So I don't remember where we were last time. Yeah, so I think
you
that I think a general recap is good.
Yeah. Both here.
All right.
Both. That's too close.
Hello.
Why don't you swallow?
So this is so dumb. We bought this car for $50,000. It was dealer maintained, one owner. Hilton Head.
Hilton Head
So
car.
not any slouch of a, it had the record.
I feel like you skipped an important part already.
It was bought at auction
No,
from this guy.
It was a spite
That's
purchase.
magnet. It's magnetic.
Don't all the
There it is.
TikTokers do it on a wrench or some shit?
That's-
Yeah, well, okay.
It was a
I
spite
can't
purchase.
I can't release too many
Oh.
identifying details.
Okay, Ian Westbrook of Richmond, Virginia.
You'll never find me. So we bought this car,
It was
and
purchased under duress. Let's just
it was
say that.
purchased under duress. It was
That's
purchased.
not the backstory we want. We're talking about what are your problems?
It was planned. We just accelerated the timeline.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Yeah. So
Fastest
you
I've
know,
ever seen a car get shipped and sold.
I think it was hours.
Yeah.
It was hours. It was. I was on 2 phones at one time.
So you started having issues.
Yes. So my first issue was. What was my first issue?
Cool.
Well, I needed tires, so we had to get tires.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, we knew
so
that.
I paid
We
this
knew that.
guy.
How about that adventure?
Paid this guy to allow me to install my tires. No, nothing against him. He's a great mechanic. Great shop. He is not a tire shop.
No, it's
Don't take
Michelin
tires
Defenders. I am never doing Michelin Defenders. It happened to me again. On my mom's car, I bought the same tire.
They're amazing tires, though.
Would not
They're
be.
not
Worth it.
amazing tires. They just last. They last so long. They dry rot. They last 100,000 miles. They try to be exactly the same. Then they'll dry rot.
If Michelin is watching this, Michelin Defenders suck.
I think that they're great.
They're not,
Putting Michelin
they're not
Defenders
good
on a
at anything
Defender.
Besides not wearing out. Anyway, let's get into you had a coolant leak and a battery. Let's.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't remember what order they happened in, so I'm just going to shotgun them in
Oh.
6 months. 70,000 miles. It was less than that. It was like
when you bought it.
yeah, it was like 60,000 miles. We're now at 77,000 maybe.
Coincidentally, mine has 62,000, so I'm ready.
You
to
know
sell
what's
it.
happening.
Yeah, because I'm about to go.
Oh ho ho! You better put away your little
'Cause I've had,
signing
I've had
bonus that you
zero
got.
issues with mine.
Yeah.
dude.
Okay,
Pete spit his signing bonus.
so it
It's
started
gone.
off with it's in the phase where it's a new enough car that the problems have happened and people have started documenting them outside of warranty, because anytime a vehicle goes into warranty, the dealership kind of they give you the car back and you don't care what was wrong with it because you didn't pay for it. Now it's like, this turbo coolant O-ring went bad, and so here's the documented process on how to fix it. That super easy. I was like, I've never had an easier fix on a car. It was getting the coolant back in that was the problem. You can't just pour it in. You have to suck the air out and then let the stuff in without letting air back in.
That's a normal car thing.
Yeah, so that's any car.
Let me steal this real quick. So what this is really getting into is Land Rover is now creating a new breed of Land Rover people that never had a Land Rover product, but now they own one, and they're now going to the forums because they're breaking. So we're literally spawning a whole new generation of Land Rover owners out of the products, and it's amazing to see. And now the internet's starting to document it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
It's getting because
It's how YouTube mechanics
but
are
they're
born.
people are now going to the forums and stuff.
Chris
that
Fix was
probably
the start
never
of it.
Did that. Yeah.
Chris Fix was the advent of the modern home mechanic. It's not passed down father to son or whatever it was.
Passed down on YouTube.
Yeah, now it's passed down on YouTube. Chris Fix, my daddy-o, thank you for starting this off.
You don't know Ken from Mercedes Source. Then.
I
You
don't.
haven't been around long enough, but keep going. I'll give you that.
Yeah, anyway, coolant.
Yeah.
Super easy. Watch the Chris Fix video on coolant burping or whatever.
Really?
No, but I knew how to fill coolant on any other car on Earth. This car, different. Apparently,
You're so outdated.
Dude, yeah, I hope
This is not a weird
I've had
scenario.
extremely reliable cars to this point, so I am unaware of.
It's the reason we like vacuum fill nowadays.
Yeah. So buy an air compressor because you need to blow air to suck air. Apparently.
You gotta blow to suck.
Venturi effect.
Yeah. So don't buy a vacuum because a vacuum's not the right tool. What else? So we had the coolant leak. I busted a couple of those little coolant bleeders. They have like 50 coolant bleeders all over the engine. None of them bleed the air. Who the fuck knew? I don't know why you put any vacuum bleeders on or coolant bleeders.
All right, you're taking too long. Where are you right now? Because the car's not in a good state.
Hemorrhaging
what
oil.
happened this week?
I
Bad
have-
things happen.
Yeah.
Battery went, replaced it with another battery that was bad.
Why is there oil all over your engine?
I don't know.
Because he didn't put a battery in it.
Yeah.
Let me
He didn't put a battery in it, and now there's oil everywhere.
No sidebars. No sidebars. Okay, so we did the coolant. That was.
Never work on your wife's car. We talked about that.
No, I know.
Ian saying no sidebars is like...
Can you cut in?
Can't
Can
even.
you cut in a footage of Ian saying "Don't work on your wife's car" last podcast?
Also, footage of Ian going on sidebars.
You can't even get into the dealership. If you have stacks of money and you go to the dealership,
sidebars,
they tell you
Ian, no
stand in line.
sidebars, buddy.
So,
Watching ADHD talk.
all right. So we had the coolant issue Monday, whatever. That was fine. Fix it and turn the car back on. Check engine light because now the pump is over spinning. And then I had this thing where you press a button to start the car and it goes whee, and you don't hear a starter sound. It's trying to start because it has a starter generator. It's an alternator that starts the car. There's no more starter, not in the P400 mild hybrid. So I never got that fixed. I don't know what was going on.
You have 1 minute to get to the oil exploding over the engine.
Wait, stop! You just ruined the build. You gotta tell a story from the start.
Ian's not a man, or Troy's not a man for patience.
Yeah. Okay. So where was it?
Cut all this out.
Was it the crank? Was it the variable
Ian, tell us how
valve?
you're making cars, and then it just goes to the next topic.
Variable valve camshaft mechanically stuck. No way to unstuck it. Can't get into the dealership, so we're just riding on that. The car drives fine, so whatever. Anyway, every now and again you get this intermittent where you push the button to start the car and it doesn't start. You sit there until AAA comes and tows it back to your house, and then you push the button and it starts. Sick. You replace the battery, you put a jump pack on it. Nothing.
That's not okay,
Kills the
by
jump
the way.
packs. You push the button and it starts. I have put a battery disconnect on it, and if you disconnect the battery and reconnect the battery, the car starts up. So, document this for all you YouTube mechanics. That's how you start a Defender that's having a crank no start. Now, it's when you have the no crank no start. If you go in for the fuses, you're fucking up. Don't do it. Replace the battery because whatever killed the last battery probably killed the new battery. And you just do that. It'll kill the batteries fast enough that each one is still within the 90-day return period. So all you need to do is keep a 10 millimeter in there and enough 12-volt power to move the seat forward and back because it's underneath the passenger seat like every great car on Earth.
It's already at double speed.
Variable valve camshaft is stuff. I was driving it yesterday. I was driving it back the other day. My wife calls me and she goes, I wasn't driving it. My wife's driving it. She calls me and she goes, the guy behind me is blowing oil everywhere and it smells so bad. How do I fix it? And I said, turn on the recirc in the car so you're not pulling in air from the outside. She pulls up to a stop and she's like, oh, gross. Now all the smoke's up here with me. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of happens whenever you're the vacuum behind you. You stop in the cloud.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of normal, I guess. I don't know. Where are you? Are you close to home? Can you pull over safely? Whatever. She goes, I don't know. I'll just drive home. So I talked to her for 5 more minutes. She pulls into the house and then shuts the car off. I get in the car and I start it up and it does the crank no start. Disconnect battery, reconnect it. Crank, start. And then I go walk around to the engine bay to open it up. I don't hear any ticking or whatever. And I look inside and everything in oil. Things that I didn't know you could get oil onto. There was oil. So
I didn't realize your wife was driving.
oil
when
cap
this
was on.
happened.
It was actually.
No,
I tried to take it to work the next day and I got stuck 100 feet down the road in the middle
oil
of an
everywhere. I
intersection.
tried to take it to work.
I filled it up with oil. She drove like.
How low was it?
It wasn't that low. It was
Well, there's
maybe
no
a quart.
dipstick.
It was maybe a
There's
quart
tire
low.
disconnects.
There's
You
a
can't do that.
dipstick. It was maybe a quart low.
European or American court?
A liter cola.
All right, we're gonna bring this back.
Well,
So
wait,
Ian-
I have input on this.
scooches.
I didn't know your wife was driving it, and I think instead of looking from the top, you should be looking from the bottom. I
It
bet
has
she
skid
hit.
plates. It has
I
skid
don't
plates.
give a shit. I bet she
Front
hit
to back.
something.
Skid
I
plates.
said,
So-
are they straight still?
So Ian sent us a video.
I know your family. Check the bottom.
So currently the car is losing coolant. The battery is dead and on a battery disconnect. It's pissing oil everywhere, and they're still driving it.
Land Rover things.
And we are still unsure if the Land Rover is the problem or the users of the Land Rover are the problem.
Or both.
We suggested that
could be
he
both.
cleans the engine bay and sell it to Carvana so he doesn't lose all his money, but he thinks he can fix it
Yeah.
quickly by himself.
It's been working well so far. Every
Has
other
it?
repair has
Every
been very
issue's
smooth.
a new issue. Okay, the only thing that was kind of
Battery?
recurring was the coolant. The battery. What am I supposed to
Again,
do? about
don't fix
battery?
your wife's cars.
So the battery and the coolant, so two are filming, but you absolutely did not fix it.
You did not fix it.
Didn't fix
You
it.
have a battery disconnect.
Yeah, that's a fix.
You have covered symptoms.
So this might be a
It works.
permanent
If you reset
fixture
the
of
computers,
Ian's
it works.
weekly rant on the Addiction Motors
Because you
podcast.
can move doesn't mean it's fixed.
What am I
Right.
supposed to do with a computer? If the computer's fucked, it's the programmer.
It's not the computer.
It's not the computer.
You're using
you
the wrong.
reset-
You're using the wrong bit of logic.
What?
All right,
How is a mechanic gonna?
we're gonna
screw
start
up a
with
computer
our first topic. Now
Are you
that
a
we're
mechanic?
77 minutes into this.
by changing the coolant.
Ian, mute. Okay, Craigslist. This is.
Oh,
this is-
Jesus Christ. I forgot. We still got like 4
Yeah,
topics
we're
to
not
go.
even there yet. And if you're like,
I think I got one topic
Sorry,
in
I
me.
have a lot to get off my chest. You shouldn't have asked me to start at the beginning.
well, you listen. You can start a podcast.
I don't want to start a podcast.
I don't think the world deserves that.
I don't know. They might.
Ian yelling into a camera from the front seat of his car because you know that's where he's filming it.
All right, let's talk about Craigslist. Man, Craigslist has. If you don't familiar with Craigslist, well then don't listen to this podcast because it has been.
Well, one, you're too
It
young.
has been my number one car search for the entirety of my automotive career since I was like in middle school looking into
Auto Trader.
it. It was always a cheap, free service to list cars. There was always interesting, eccentric posts. You'd have to figure out how to
You organize
modify your searches to maximize your viewing area. You'd click different cities and states all over the country. You'd look in the part section for people that wanted to list cars. You'd list in the sales section. You'd list in the misconnection. I mean, you could utilize that platform to search for cars.
You really cherry picked misconnections there. You and the black AMG.
Craigslist again. I'm. It's been a staple of the car community for buying and selling for the last 30 years, and it's officially dead.
3 years ago.
Let's the quick history, right? Facebook Marketplace started up. Craigslist was still available. It was free of charge. And I think in 2020 or 2021, they added a $5 fee. And that really threw off, I believe, probably the majority of the people that were posting on there. It wasn't very intuitive to pay for it as
I
well.
think you're missing it. So the founders sold it in that time frame, and the new owners decided to start charging.
Yeah, I mean, that's like all things. That's where it all goes wrong. Thank you, Ian.
I love that I don't think you can see
can't see
Ian
it,
in the
yeah.
screen at all.
And this is one topic I don't think anyone else has covered, the fact that Craigslist is gone now. Like,
Well, it's because you're 3 years too late.
even during the pay period, people got around it by posting cars for sale in parts.
Well,
So
they also did the
Facebook
dealers
Marketplace.
first. The dealers had to pay.
Yep.
So then you had dealer ads all over the private sales. And the dealer would post the same car like 30 times.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that killed it for me right there.
So that's when it started going off the rails. They started doing payment, and I would still pay to post stuff, and I was still selling and buying stuff on there. And then it got a little rough because dealers figured out different software and stuff to spam all their cars on all over the
terrible.
place. So it was really hard to search. But if you had Craigslist skills, and that is actually an acquired skill of Craigslisting correctly and to find what you want, you could get and still
Man,
find stuff.
what was it? Search Tempest, I think, is what I
Auto-
used.
Auto-
That was the problem. Is like Facebook Marketplace. You don't need skills.
No.
You're just like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, you
here.
need skills?
Give me this radius. Show me all of this.
Well, it's
stuff.
also less anonymous,
works.
which like gives you,
Yeah.
I guess, maybe a
Yeah.
false sense of security in what you're buying.
Yeah, and yeah, you can see other things they've sold, that type of thing.
Seller
Like,
rating.
Yeah,
Facebook-
but you gotta
But
get
at
a
the
phone
start,
number and,
yeah, but at the
you
start,
know.
Marketplace was very similar to Craigslist.
Yeah.
They just kept improving, and Craigslist stopped improving
Yeah.
maybe 20 years ago.
I remember when
Like,
Facebook
they've
first
never
started
done
doing
anything
it.
in 20 years.
When Facebook first started doing it, it's like, this is dumb. Who would ever do this? And then like it took like 2 months, and it was like, oh, this is way better.
And Facebook is getting
Yeah.
worse. But again, back to Craigslist. I remember being in the library at school, in like middle school or high school, just
First
look.
son of a lie.
Yeah, and I'd have to use like VPNs and stuff because they'd block it everywhere. I was like, why the hell is Craigslist blocked? But like looking
Well,
at
you
like,
on the misconnections
looking
page.
at like XJ6s for like $600 and like all like these guys that posted the cars they've had for. I mean, it was like the alternative way to find interesting enthusiast cars. It was the first place. I probably checked Craigslist for cars every day of my life for the past 20 years.
Oh, not every day, like multiple times.
Multiple
a day.
times a day. Yeah, and that's where I'm like,
Well, what popped up in the last
to
2
me,
hours?
like this
I
is
don't
a
know.
big enough thing that's like Craigslist has legitimately been a part of my life for
okay?
20 years, and it's
You wanna
totally
talk about it.
it's totally dead now. I bought my first. Man, I think my first car was Craigslist. My second car was Craigslist. Third car, yeah, it was a dealership. Next car, I mean, I'd say 90% of the cars that I've purchased up until the dealer auctions have been Craigslist.
I don't think
Auto Trader was
Yeah.
before Craigslist.
the paper
And
auto
eBay.
trators.
I actually bought some cars on eBay.
I bought a
Yeah,
car.
I've
I bought a
done
car
that
on
too.
eBay. I bought a car on
But Craigslist was the go-to for a
Yeah.
long time.
forums. I bought a car on forum.
Yep, same.
I bought that 6Z3 on Craigslist and sold
Yeah.
it on
I
Marketplace.
bought a 944
Hmm.
Turbo.
What do you think?
off
What do you think
of,
your best Craigslist buy was?
My best? That's a good question.
Personal, because I guess we bought cars for the dealership off Craigslist. Again,
I was gonna say
it was viable for us to find
Yeah.
cars from people to sell at the dealership.
I think all my Craigslist purchases were for flips. I don't think I bought a personal car ever.
we
off
got the
Craigslist.
XJ8 Vandenpla, the Super V8.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a great car. But
Oh,
it
that
was
was
a cool car.
that was actually that's a good story on its own.
Which was I don't even
Remember we were going for the XK. And
Oh,
then she
yeah, we
sold
just
it 10 minutes before
pulled
we
it
got
up on
there.
Craigslist, driving on the highway, found this awesome
We're like, well, we already drove to Maryland. Let's find a car to buy.
X308 Super V8.
Dude lived on like an airstrip,
Yeah.
grass airstrip. That was cool shit.
Car completely needed everything.
Oh, it's terrible.
Got a
Low
bad
mileage
deal,
though.
but it was cool though.
Oh, and then we were signing all the titles on the trays in the back.
Table signing and overheated on us.
I know I bought at least two E38s, a 740i Sport I got off of there, and I drove that for 60,000 miles or so. It was a really great car.
That was a Craigslist car.
It was
Any
a Craigslist
old
car.
BMW, Mercedes, 944s.
And I bought a 944 daily
Jazz.
driver
That's
that
what
I
need.
it gave its engine to our at the 24 Chump Car 24-hour race in Virginia. We brought my daily driver just in case we needed
Oh,
parts.
no.
Blew the engine 2 hours in and swapped engines, and that motor is now in our Chump Car still. And still runs. We did another race in it. Yeah, the daily is now fully a parts car somewhere at one of my buddy's
Yeah,
farms.
you're not really a
But yeah,
racer until
that
your
was
daily turns
yeah.
into the...
That was both of those were Craigslist.
I think my best personal purchase, and there's been so many I can't remember. My most recent was probably 2021. I got my one owner E36 323 IS coupe. It was a German import, special color. The guy bought it in Germany. Arrive and drive, whatever that is. Owned it, one owner for up until the day he died. I drove down to North Carolina and picked it up the day of his funeral from his grandson. Because they're like, this is the only time we're about to leave. And I was like, I can be there at 8 o'clock. And like, well, we're going to leave at 8:30. If you can be here with $2,000, because you can buy a rust-free E36 for a manual rust-free E36 for $2,000. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Ian,
What'd you wear? Did you?
I wasn't dressed for the funeral. I didn't attend.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, that seems pretty rude.
They were excited.
You didn't even pay respects to the car
Oh,
guy?
we paid respects. Yeah.
So it used to be you would find the good deals on the internet, right? Like you would search on there and you find these good deals. Now the good deals are word of mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the
They're no longer.
You gotta catch
Everyone
it
has
before it's on
access
the
to
internet.
Deals, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. So now you have to get it word of mouth, and you got to be the first one there
Yeah, you gotta
and
fight.
get it.
And that's a whole nother topic. Like fighting to get to a car. It got really bad during COVID. It's gotten better, but people are better at searching and getting things even before they get listed. So, like, there's no fun. There's no sport in it anymore.
COVID was wild. The
It's
speed
just
we had
a
to
fight.
have.
Keep an eye on the obituaries list in the newspaper, and then attend the funerals and check for.
Any British car club is the same thing as an obituary these days. So just keep it. Just show up once in a while. And you'll see. You'll see
Not
where it's
wrong.
going.
Crazy thing to say.
I see a lot less British cars over there than I used to.
But yeah, again, I think I probably sold, I don't know, 20 cars on Craigslist, bought 10 plus cars, some for the shop. I mean, it's just a great place, and now it's gone. Anything else on Craigslist? RIP.
Yeah, this is way too late for
This
this.
is like 5 years late.
No, I checked it.
On the 3-year anniversary of
You check
Craigslist,
it. You check
we're
something
doing
daily
this.
for
You
20
don't buy
years.
cars. You don't buy cars. It's a shame.
Shoo.
Woo. All right.
Ah, counterpoint. He's probably spent more on cars this year than you have.
I have lots of cars.
Oh, the bank spent a lot on that car, and guess what? Yeah. Wait till they come for it.
He's lost more money.
He's lost more money on it.
Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know about
I haven't
that.
lost any money.
Paper loss.
Yeah.
Paper
And
loss.
since we're just gonna run this one long.
Lost till you sell,
Ah,
I had
man,
the
I don't
oil
like
and I had the coolant.
Dude, yeah.
The battery was a little.
Next topic.
$200.
And we're running long here, but that's fine. What new car would you what new car would you like to depreciate into the ground? If you're not, let's say you're not really a car person, you buy it new and you're going to put all the miles on it, drive it as it should be. What would be the most satisfying car? Well, it doesn't have to be new because I put some that aren't new. But the idea is a new car.
Like, you want us to actively depreciate
Well,
them?
Pete already did it to his Land Rover. Yeah.
Oh,
So
the Fisker.
they
You're
don't
going to
make-
depreciate
they
your
don't
whole
make those
house
new.
with a Fisker.
All right. I'm gonna go first, and the first one's obvious. A brand new Range Rover. Buy that new, drive it into the ground, do all the things to it. Yours wasn't brand new. Have a warranty, just not care about it, and just dispose of it when it's done. I think that would be a move. Sorry, I got a bunch. Yeah, Alpha Giulia Quadrifoglio as a car. If it blows up, it won't blow up until I'll have fun blowing up that car, driving in the snow, just kind of be a hero in that.
Kia Stinger.
The next one, a modern, Mike, he's doing it.
We're
A
looking for
modern
Harbor
diesel
Freight
truck.
cars.
Buying a diesel truck.
Super useful.
Buying a diesel truck for towing or something and putting like 300,000
Oh, it's
miles
great.
on it.
Any pickup
It being
Oh.
under warranty, just like
I was driving it today, and I'm like, I could see myself just doing this again in 7 years.
yeah, just
I'm just not going to own this one for 20 years.
yeah, just literally use it.
I'm a new truck guy now.
You drive, but these are cars you buy new.
Yeah.
No intention of selling.
No intention of selling. Yeah,
I
Again,
think I'd go with like
I'm
a.
going to drive this for 3 years and then get something else. You're going to drive this until it's used.
and this
up.
is something
Yeah.
I'll
And then-
never do.
That's
in
what
my
I
life,
used to
'cause I don't
be.
have any money.
That's what I used to be with trucks. Now I've had a taste of the nice life.
Well, yeah, but you're
I might do it
7 years, the way you use that, it'll be pretty well used.
Or it'll be very depreciated.
And the old car, yeah, you did, and it tasted you right back.
Bought at the bottom, and somehow we're even lower.
The next one on that list is a 996 GT3 because I think that would be.
You're
the
not
be-
kidding about not new cars.
Yeah, but that's a
Over here
car.
cherry picking
That's a car that
25-year-old cars.
it hasn't gone through the roof, but most of them that you would buy have lower miles. But use it as a track rat, use it as a daily, not care about it because it's a 996.
I mean,
I
maybe I'm the outlier here, but for my
I
personal,
don't think those are I
my
can
personal-
beat on that car.
my
and not
personal
care about
collection, I have never once bought a car hoping for resale value. Once I spend the money, the money's gone. It never existed.
that's
I will
Key
never get
to
it back.
enjoying the car hobby is to view them as a sunk cost.
It is a
Do not view
liability.
it as an
It is
investment.
not
If
an
you're buying it,
asset.
do not buy as an investment.
No,
Unless
no.
you're doing it as a business. But if you want to enjoy the hobby,
Business
you
different.
buy that and you have no intention
Yeah.
of selling it.
Money's gone.
You
You'll never
view
see
that money as gone.
You'll never see your 355
you know,
appreciation. Your
yeah,
kids will.
Exactly.
You'll never
Because
see
I'm
it.
never going to sell that.
But my
right? But yeah.
retort to that
Only
though
realize
is
we sell.
if you are at a certain level of wealth, you can do that and not even that thought of depreciation doesn't cross your mind if you're a certain type of person. I am not that certain, but so that's my fantasy is if I was that type of person, what would I do?
You are. It's just a different
You're
level
doing it on a
of
different
playing
level,
field.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
This
talking
is-
about new cars though.
No.
I can't buy.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not talking about new car. You just pulled out a 25-year-old car.
Troy makes up the rules as we go.
All right, here, pick your cars.
Well, the Defender, I bought that with, I need something that can haul
Yeah, no, that's
7-8
cool.
people. It can tow my camper, tow my cars. It can go off
And
road.
It's not a TRD Pro Sequoia.
And
those are not
if
cool.
you've seen my garage, you know I will not buy a boring car.
Yep.
So I'm not going to get a
All
Toyota.
right, Jeep hybrid.
It's exciting.
The roof and
Hey,
doors
that
can
could
go.
light on fire.
That could two recalls already. Yeah, I would amend that now to buy a new Jeep Wrangler 4xe because they've been recalled because the battery can catch on fire, the motor can blow up, and any number of other recalls that are out
Really
there.
going
on
the
it.
Land Rover
Yeah.
route there.
Yeah, and someone might put some
Yes.
ducks on it too.
Yes,
That's a risk.
Have you ever been ducked?
Oh, all the time.
Oh,
It's
nice.
I brought you that huge
I
duck.
just assumed as a Jeep owner you bought the ducks.
No,
I don't
I've never bought a duck. I get ducks and then I re-gift
And then you
them.
duck me.
Yeah, then I duck Land Rovers
Duck
because
you.
they get pissed
All
off.
right,
Duck you.
Have those cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other would be if you've got the means, because they are going to be worth nothing, is like a new Bentley or Rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, they're-
That's a good like the depreciation curve.
The depreciation curve is massive, so you better buy that thing with the intent of just enjoying it, using it up, and not getting anything out of it. and it would be satisfying. It'd be
Yeah,
how fun would it be? Nice to drive a brand new Rolls for 5 years.
Loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded Chevy Tahoe.
I can't hear you. You're down there,
Loaded
Mike.
Chevy Tahoe.
Next.
Uh,
Yeah, no, that is a good one. Yeah.
I'd go.
But then you look like yeah.
But it's not as
You
fun.
look like
The
something,
problem is
but
that's
every
not a
car you
fun
buy-
That's not a yeah.
look
It's
like
not
something.
fun.
There's no car you could buy today that doesn't make you look.
Yeah,
like
but
something.
they all need all the Tahoes. They all need engines.
Everything
Yeah.
needs everything.
No,
All new cars suck.
They all those 6.2s.
No, Ian. All
all
cars
need
suck.
extra bad.
All
They're
cars
extra
suck.
bad. All right, Mike, you've done this with the truck. You've
Well,
done
I'm
this-
probably on my shit just because I'm on my shit right now. But any like a 4-door BMW M car.
really a new M car. That's
Well, I don't know the rules. Can I pick an old M car? I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Fine, E28 M5.
Do you know that the new M5 gets the hybrid new M5 gets 11 miles per gallon?
You know what? I think that's better than the M6 I've got right now.
That's true.
I don't know what it's getting, but it is. I had a fucking acid, and it's terrible. This is the worst gas mileage I've ever had in anything.
There is a whole episode on how badly BMW has lost the plot. I mean, it's
Dude.
Yeah,
bad.
It's
that's a party foul to
insane.
say a new M car. I mean, even the new Mercedes are better than that. They're not even the M cars aren't even stick.
What about like a 2 Series?
Yeah, 2s are okay.
No, but I need to haul kids
He
now.
needs to haul kids,
Yeah,
yeah.
the M whatever is my family hauler.
I think I do Audi still over
Ugh,
BMW.
you can't get me
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's fine.
The only Audis you get me in are
They
from
still
the
have
80s.
mechanical all-wheel drive and stuff.
take an R8.
I don't know.
They don't make this. I think they're going to bring it back. But I think it's
Can
fine.
I put
Yeah,
it
I
in the car
think
if
last
it's
year
not
was
out
last
there?
year for the R8, but
Yeah.
that's like the only good
It's
Audi.
not like a Volkswagen Audi
I
guy
want one
like,
of those
at
little.
all.
Not a
What are
bad
those
guy.
like portable?
Here for the dudes.
All right, Ian.
Electric
you
cuts.
got
What are
anything
those
else-
little?
Anything else? for-
Yeah,
for
what are
the
those
Tahoe?
little? I have more to say about the Defender. No.
Okay, let's wrap
Can I
this up.
claim the depreciation on my taxes this
All right.
coming year?
And that's going to be the podcast. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I've had a lot of people message me and talked about the podcast.
I
We
feel
don't
like
have a
I'm
lot.
looking at like a game show wrap up here.
I gotta hold,
like standing,
I gotta hold my
like
Harbor
doing
Freight
the whole.
jack. Yeah. Yeah, do all this fun stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.
That's it.
Bye, love you.